going on, guys? Kami here. Now, this new patch is upon us, patch 64, and I was forewarned that this patch is going to contain more content than any patch of Paladins has ever contained. I was excited, and I watched the patch preview just like anyone else. I was skeptical. Wasn't outraged. I saw a lot of posts on forums saying, "You're breaking Paladins, Paladins is going to be dead," and it's like, well, welcome to every single patch. But there was skepticism still, you know? So finally, PTS came up, and I hopped in, and I started to actually grind out this new system. This new system is the card system. I'm going to go over this card system, and in the background there's going to be some gameplay, and this is going to be me on PTS on Inara. They've added in new legendaries for all the champions, and I heard this one was bugged, so I had to try it out. So enjoy that in the background, but I quickly just wanted to go over the card system. And overall, I think it's actually a really good update. There's just a lot of tweaking to do. So here's how it goes. Essence is gone. Yay, they say. Paladins is even more free to play. All cards are now free, so all the legendaries, even the new one that got added, so each champion has 4 legendaries, they're all unlocked. All the cards, everything. Awesome, right? Imagine if they had that right now. That'd be insane. But they're all at level 1, and they can go all the way up to level 5. And while leveling them, it's the same way as if you were to make your old loadout, where you click the little plus symbol, and you get up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all go up incrementally. But the loadouts don't have, like, customization as to, like, I want this level 4, I want this level 3, etc., etc. Now they all start at level 1. When you open up a Radiant chest or a Champion chest, something they've added in, which you can get by playing the champion for the first one of the day or leveling up that champion for the first 6 levels, if you open up that chest, it'll just give you that champion's cards. That's pretty good, right? The way that you get it is you go through duplicates of the system. So here is the chart that I have up of the duplicates for each one. So common, rare, epic, and legendary. Common are the greens, rares are the blues, epics are the purples, and legendaries, well, obviously they're the legendaries. Now, a thing I have to note before going over this is if you have the card already and the new patch comes out, when it does, which is not going to be a week or 2 from now, you will automatically start with level 3, which is really nice. But let's say you're a brand new player. You come in 2 patches from now. You're going to start with all the cards and at level 1. Fair enough. We'll start off with common. You'll need 6 duplicates of a certain common to get that to level 2. 9 duplicates to get it to level 3. 12 duplicates to get to level 4, and 16 to get to 5. And as you can see, the rest here, rare, 4, 6, 8, 10, epic, 2, 3, 4, 5, and legendary, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fernando has a new legendary that makes it so he shoots little balls of fire. And I went to go test it, and I was like, this is cool. You get like long-range shots. I want to see what it feels like at level 3. Oh, and I probably should mention this. This is the thing that really threw me off. Let's say you do have all level 5 stuff. You can have 5 cards in your loadout that are all level 5. They're really good. If you go into ranked, though, 3 is the cap. So it's really weird. You have like a 3 cap on ranked, and then you have a 5 cap on casual. The good thing about it, though, is let's say you're a brand new player. You start off, you only have level 1. You're in casual. You're grinding. The grind feels like it's forever. And then you get to the point where you can play ranked. When you go to ranked, even if you still have everything at level 1, they will all get boosted up to level 3. So everyone's equal in ranked. So that's really good. This system works really well with ranked. But we're going to focus on the casual aspect because there's actually a lot more casual players than there are people that really care about playing real hard and grindy and getting to the top. Going back to the Fernando part, I wanted to see what it was like to get to level 3. So to get this Fernando legendary, I decided to buy a frontline key. There's a lot of frontliners and there's a lot of legendaries. It took me over $700 worth of crystals to get all the way up to the level 3 of the new card because there's so much RNG. There's so much RNG, and you have to click one every single time. It is bad. And when I finally got it, the Dragonfire Lance, level 3, 100 damage every 0.2 seconds. It was sweet. I could do it. Went to go build a loadout for it. You know, I was like, I'm a long range Fernando now. I need more ammo and stuff. So I went to go build a new loadout, and I was like, yeah. And I look through here, and you see this number right here? That means it's level 1. Again, I will start at level 3 because I own all the cards, but look at this. Through the hundreds and hundreds of dollars I spent, through the over 200 Radiant chests that I opened, I have level 1 on everything except for Unstoppable Force. Thank God I need that extra 600 knockback. So just to show you guys how it works, you would just click on things you would want. So if I wanted the 5 cards to be Brand, Incinerate, Launch, better grab that Unstoppable Force with that extra 600 knockback. And hell, let's throw in a heat transfer. There's our build. There's no upping it. There's no customization. It's just kind of there. That's a downside of it, but not that big of a deal. I'm more going to focus on the grind. I spent over an hour just sitting there talking to my team and just opening up chests. It was awful. There's no like open all. There's no streamlining of the system. And it's not going to be that bad when I already have everything level 3. But if I can't even get anything to level 2, all my level 3 Fernando cards are never going to get to level 4 or 5. And again, doesn't really matter because I'm going to be mainly playing ranked or in competitive. You know, competitive games are all going to be capped out at 3. But the whole concept of like 3 and 5 and being split, I hate that. I mean, hell, look at this simple math that I did. There are 34 champions in the realm right now. Each champion has 8 common cards, 4 rare cards, and 4 epic cards. And then they obviously have 4 legendary cards. So these are all the same. So that means you take 8 for common times 34, you have 272 common cards you have. If you want to upgrade one of these common cards from a 1 to 5, you will need 43 duplicates. 43 duplicates of the same card. So then you go total amount of duplicates needed. You'll need 11,696 duplicates to be able to get all of these common cards to level 5. That translates into 3,899 Radiant Chests or 2,924 Radiant Chests if you have the boost. But I was like, you know what? Let's be real here for me and for the most players out there. I'll have level 3 on everything, right? So I'll just go 3 to 5. 29 duplicates. That's not bad. Total amount of duplicates needed, 7,888, aka 2,629 Radiant Chests or 1,972 Radiant Chests with the account boost. Oh my god, that's unreal. So let me stress this again. I don't mind this new system. I actually prefer it being able to start off with level 1 of everything. That's good. I don't like being stuck with some crappy default loadout that doesn't even cater towards a legendary that I want. And it's great with ranked, but when it goes to casual and you're actually trying to grind up to level 5, it is the path it takes is so long. So it comes down to this big question, and the big thing that people always say when the new patch comes out: pay to win, pay to win, pay to win. Every time I hear that, I go, you're stupid, you don't know what pay to win means. Pay to win means there is a wall at which you cannot pass unless you have money. There is stuff only available for money. But then at the same time, I can see what they're saying. It's pay to be better faster. But the grind wasn't that bad before, you know? It's just kind of like, you get a little bit ahead. I kind of like was biased because I was so far ahead of everyone else anyway, and I had everything, and I could just get everything that was coming out new. I was just busting it out immediately. But even me being at the top level of playtime, I'm not even going to be able to get everything at level 5. Me, with like top 100 in the world of playtime. Absolutely unreal. So then we ask our question again, is it still pay to get things faster? Or pay to win? It's definitely pay to get things faster. If you're getting something overnight that will take someone over a year to grind out, is that pay to win? We're treading in very dangerous territory right here with the current system. It takes too long to get this stuff. And if I'm going up against someone that has all level 5 stuff and I'm sitting there at all level 3 stuff and I can't get it unless I grind for months on months and months and months and months and months and months, let's just say in years and years and years, it's unreal. And I probably am over exaggerating this a little bit, but I honestly think it's borderline pay to win. Not really pay to win, but the pay to go faster is so much, it's pretty much pay to win. I'll probably get a lot of hate for that, but this is dangerous territory. Here's the good news. The base premise is amazing. All they have to do is tweak some things. Now these tweaks are massive, enough to get an uproar about, enough you should be creating threads and going high res. No, this is too much, and you should do it, but you should do it in a respectful manner. But these numbers are astonishing. This is like the old Essence system. The grind was unreal. And then they fixed it. This will not go live. These numbers will not go live. The system will go live because I think the system is better. That's just my opinion. But in general, they've worked a lot on this system, this new card system. I think they're going to keep it. But the numbers of grinding and the duplicates are going to change. But to make sure that they are changed, make sure to voice your opinion. And again, I stress, politely. Personally, for me, I think if they just simply changed it to just level 3 is the top all the time and not level 5, you're going to get rid of from 3 to 4 and 4 to 5. You're going to eliminate so much of the grinding. And you're going to eliminate that whole difference in casual and ranked. Like Cassie Lunge, you have it at level 5, you played a bunch in casual, and then you go to play ranked and you think you can make a roll and you can't because it's only level 3. This is just so weird. I don't like that. I like the base system, and I don't like the amount of duplicates you need. That's just me. Keep in mind that all the essence that you give will all be translated into gold in a 1-to-1 ratio, so you can go ahead and buy a bunch of Radiant Chests and pray that RNG is smiling down on you for getting duplicates of things that you want. If you're interested in trying out these things, down, linked below, is the PTS for the client, the normal client, the high-res client. But if you're going through Steam, I can't give you a direct link, but I can show you how to do it. You want to simply go into your store and type in Paladins. There's not like a separate thing for public test. You'll click on Paladins and you'll scroll down. We'll make this a little bit bigger here. As you're scrolling down, you'll see early access game. Notice we want to participate in a public test. Click here to install now. You'll click it and then you'll install it. I already have it installed, so I can't really show you it downloading, but you get the picture. This is going to be up for a week, so go test it out. Try out some things. There are some bugs currently, and as you can see from the background, you probably have noticed that this one's pretty big with Inara. I felt a little dirty using it, but I had to see what all the fuss was about. Oh yeah, and if you didn't see the new match lobby at the very beginning, check it out. Looks pretty sweet, right? It's going away from the bit of a cartoony feel that I've always loved about Paladins, but with the portrait changes that have already happened, along with this change, it's just looking crispier. Maybe we're getting close to that final day of release, and we're out of beta. Don't hold your breath, though. A couple other changes really quickly to go over. Movement speed from abilities like Hustle and Prowl will now properly diminish with other movement speed effects, so pretty much like Nimble and other things. Resilience is now got buffed a little bit, which I've been preaching on and on about how it needs to be nerfed. It was as bad as Cauterize, but now that Rejuvenate is there to kind of counteract it, a little bit of counterplay, I guess. Resilience has no counterplay. It used to have a floor of minimum of 0.5 seconds. That's the lowest it would go. Now it's the minimum of 0.2 seconds. But really at Resilience 3, if you were to get hit with a Maldamba ult and it was only at 0.5, you're literally hitting a stutter step. You go, oh, I'm done. Now it's 0.2. I doubt you'll notice a difference. But technically, they buffed Resilience. And Polymorph is still the exception with the minimum of 2 seconds duration. Buck has his damage reduced from 800 to 700. Ammo count has been increased from 4 to 5. It just kind of lowers the burst, you know? Drogo's Fire Spit projectile speed has been increased from 40 to 60, which means lung capacity is no longer needed with the whole changes to the loadout system. Since you couldn't really choose what level you want on it, it's just whatever level it is. It would just be weird. So now it's at perfect level that most people are used to. Pip's Potion Launcher no longer self-damaged himself that much. It went from 400 to 200. Just don't shoot at your feet. I barely notice it, but hey, it's a little bit of a pip buff. And Vivian finally getting another nerf, damage reduced from 200 to 170. Is it enough? Honestly, I don't think so, but we'll see. We're getting close. We're getting close. I think that the ult might need to be looked at a little bit. Maybe just don't make it last forever. Maybe just make it a duration like everyone else's, and we'd be set. But she's a really hard champion to balance because she's a walking left click. If she doesn't do enough damage, she's just going to be a trash. And if she does too much damage, she's going to be overpowered. And it's going to be hard to find that perfect amount of damage that's like, I'm okay with having this champion that walks around and holds left click and does this amount of damage and brings no utility to the team. Like, she has to do a pretty good amount of damage to be so lackluster in utility. But then that amount of damage, you're just like, well, that's just broken. Hard to say. And I would go over all the legendaries, but there are so many. If you just look on the screen, the amount that I'm scrolling through, so many that have changed. You can feel free to click on the link below, along with the link to, install the PTS. I have a link for the actual PTS patch notes, and you can take a look at them yourself. And of course, just boot up the game and check it out. Let me know your opinions down in the comments. Do you like the changes? Do you not like the changes? Do you maybe like the path and don't like the execution, kind of like how I'm at? Let me know. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm not going to be one of those people who asks you to like and subscribe, so I'm not going to ask.